What's going on, everyone? Juice Bags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and some new player basics for 2025. Today we're going to talk a little bit about identifying elements for elemental combos. Now, elemental combos deserves its own video altogether, so we will be getting that one going. But before you decide to put a combo together, you got to be able to identify your individual elements. Now, elemental combos are going to be used throughout the game. They're a very large part of endgame and the elemental rumble game mode particularly. Some defenses are very easy to identify what an elemental combo or what element that is, like the flame aura, for example. It says it right in the name. It's a flame aura, so it would be a little bit criminal if this was not providing the fire element. Now, if we look up at the name label of this defense, you see it shows the name of the player that drops it. It shows how much energy or health the defense has, and then it is going to show a little element icon directly next to it. This, of course, is a flame aura, so it is the fire element. Now, if we were going to use a lightning strike aura, for example, once again, kind of self-explanatory. It's in the name of the defense, but this is going to be the storm element that's going to give us that electricity type element added into defense. Now, on a defense like a Skyguard tower, you see on the nameplate there is no little elemental icon there. And that is because this defense does not have an element assigned to it naturally. Now, we can, of course, put an element on it. Say we used the Storm Servo on our Skyguard, and we now see we've got the Storm element on that Skyguard tower. Same thing if we wanted to swap this up to, say, an Earth element. Well, now you see, besides the visual change to the tower itself there, we also have that little Earth icon directly next to that little nameplate of the tower itself. So some of your towers are going to be, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. An Earth Shatter Tower, I mean, it's got it right in the name, so of course that is element, and it shows it right there. Now, one of the easiest ways that you'll see players use to provide any combo is just by using 2 proton beams. The reason being is it's super cheap, it's super effective, and pretty easy to implement, while also adding in a lot of other added benefits. So we see in this example, we've got 1 proton beam applying the poison. We've got another proton beam that's applying the earth damage. Now, the benefit proton beams have is, first off, they don't require a whole lot to get going. You're not really using it for anything else. They've got a slow naturally built into the beam itself. You see slow to 50%. Shows it right on the proton beam itself. But then additionally, you've got a really nice utility shard, and that is Frosty Beams. 27% chance for the proton beam to freeze enemies for 2.2 seconds, while gilded and ungilded, it's a 25% chance to freeze enemies for 2 seconds. So not a massive change between gilded or ungilded on that one. However, it gives you a way to stack in, like in this example, the Petrify combo between poison damage and earth damage very easily. So hopefully this helps out some new players on how to identify combos. When in doubt, throw it on the ground. I mean, no other real way to put it. So, not sure if your flamethrower tower is actually the fire element. Throw one on the ground, and you can see that fire logo right there on the tower that will confirm that for you. So, if you ever have any doubts, just drop one down and look at the nameplate display. So thanks an absolute ton for watching. Hopefully everyone's having a great weekend, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.